So welcome to the pallet cabin. First, let me say that the pallet cabin now looks very, very different to how it did at the end of part 1, and unfortunately all the footage between those two parts was lost when the device it was on was lost, so apologies for that. So it's a beautiful spring day here in Victoria. Let's take a tour of the cabin. As it sits, the cabin is meters wide, 2.7 meters long, and the internal ceiling height is 2.2 meters. They originally built this for one, maybe two people to stay overnight. The deck on the front is a new addition. That was built out of reclaimed timber from a building site that was going to be thrown out. Let's take a tour. Okay, so here we are inside the cabin. Floor is just pallet boards of different sizes and lengths. Window in the back corner. This was excess from a local building site which I picked up. This is also trimmed with pallet boards. Sorry about the lighting. We have plans to make a bed here, a raised bed, one that you can sit on during the day and sleep on during the night. This is looking towards the door. Oh, there's our shovel for you know what. The chimney, which I'll get to in a second. Okay, we've put a little wood stove in it. Now this is a wood stove that you can find, I believe, on Amazon. This one was bought from 4-wheel drive super centre here in Australia. It's temporarily up on blocks just to get it to a decent height for cooking, but it will be on a raised platform. That goes into a reclaimed flue from the side of the road someone was throwing out. Behind that you'll see the corrugated iron. That's a heat barrier. And there is a 2-inch or 55mm air gap behind that, and that will prevent the heat from the fire radiating into the walls and potentially setting it on fire. This fire is designed to be used outdoors, so it does leak a little bit, so it's certainly something you wouldn't want to leave running while you had the door closed and staying overnight. And looking from the door. Quite small. And there's a fly that's joined us. Roof aligned with pallet boards also, just on a simple A-frame. So let's go outside. So all the slats are just a crisscross pallet boards. You can see most of them are standard pallet length. The longer boards, such as that one here, they were from pallets that held internal and external doors, so they're nice and long. They were sort of over 2 metres. That's the external view of the window. The window has no trim around it at this stage. You see it does overhang the tin. You can see here, so the ceiling is lined with pallet boards. On top of that there is an insulating membrane, and then the tin, which is reclaimed off an old shed that we found on our property. I did have to buy screws though, roofing screws. That's probably the only thing I did buy. The pallet is built on top of these little concrete blocks, and they have cutouts that you can sit a 2x4 in. So there's one at each corner with a breeze block in the centre to stop it sagging. We put a little deck out the front, which again, reclaimed wood that was unused from a building site. And there will eventually be the continuation of this deck in the front, and that will tee out from the 4x2 sort of holding section of that concrete block. So that's our little cabin. Pallet sits down near a creek on our property, so I'm just going to take a walk from the cabin to show you the creek. At the moment, that's how we walk across the creek. That's just a big fallen tree. Hope you like it. Stay tuned for future updates. If you like it, click the like button. If you'd like to see more, why not subscribe? It's free to do so. See you on the next one.